Should we give drug users Suboxone and other medicine to get rid of their withdrawal as soon as they get arrested? What do you think? I'm going to tell you what I think and my biggest reason that I'm against it in a couple minutes. But first, hit that subscribe if you like Sober Dogs content. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone for your love and support. Let's get into the video. When people get arrested, if they're an addict, an alcoholic, a user, they got a detox in jail. Both times I went to jail and got arrested, I had to detox there, and they don't give you anything. They throw you 2 Tylenol and say, have fun. So they put you in a cell, you puke, piss your brains out, whatever. Now, a lot of places are starting to give addicts Suboxone, methadone, drugs that will get rid of their withdrawal. I go back and forth on this, and my biggest issue with it, I'll tell you in a minute, we're going to get to. The number one issue that makes me go, maybe, but not, but maybe, but not, that's my main part. So before I get to that, if you don't know what Suboxone is, it's a drug they give opioid addicts that gets rid of your withdrawal. It's got a blocker in it. So if I took Suboxone and then an hour later went to try to do heroin, I wouldn't really get the effect of it because the Suboxone is literally blocking the receptors in my brain. It's very effective too. And also it's got properties of opioids in it, so it helps with cravings, of craving the drug. When used correctly, Suboxone is unbelievably effective. It is a great drug and has helped millions of people across this country and the world get clean, stay clean, get through cravings, get through tough times, and rebuild their life. Yeah, there's stigma attached to it. Yeah, it's not perfect, but whatever. It's still people alive, with their family rebuilding. So when somebody gets arrested, usually it's just, okay, we're going to put you in a detox cell. They got like plastic or glass, like that hard plastic all around the cell, which is easy to clean up. And they put you in like a medical cell and you stay there for 3, 5 days, whatever, till you get the worst out of your system. With the Suboxone program, they wouldn't need to do that. So it would save the jail on money, on cleanup, on nurses and stuff. Also, it could help the addict, the user with their cravings, because I know I had terrible cravings, especially during that withdrawal. But the biggest issue and my biggest issue, and this is the one I was telling you about earlier, here's where I go back and forth. And let me know what you guys think in the comments, if you think it's good or bad and why you think they should or shouldn't. When I got arrested both those times and was in that cell for that medical cell for those 5 days and then transferred up to a regular cell, both those times I was in physical withdrawal, like diarrhea, vomiting, restless leg, hot and cold sweats, bone and muscle cramps, the whole 9, all the flu symptoms you can imagine times 10 for 7, 8 days, and then another 2 weeks of mental detox. That was something I will never forget. And because of that, it is a good tool for me now. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if I got arrested and 10 hours after I get arrested, my withdrawal is kicking in and they give me something that just clears it all up, that's almost making it too easy for me. I think part of the effectiveness of a user getting arrested, even though I don't think they should be sent to prison for all these petty crimes, I think there's got to be a revamp of the system. But a week, 2 weeks in jail is very effective a lot of times for a user because it cleans them out, dries them out. But if I don't have to go through the pain of the withdrawal and I know, I can just get arrested, they'll give me something, I'll be upstairs playing cards for 2 weeks, feeling fine, and then I'm out, that makes it too easy. It's like almost enabling. That's where I go back and forth. I am glad I felt that misery of the withdrawal. That sucked. In a concrete, I remember the second time I was in this the detox cells were filled in the medical unit. So they threw me in this reception cell in a back corner. There was no light. The cell was like, I don't know, it's got to be 60, 70-year-old cell still, barely updated ever. Just old, damp concrete. And I was just throwing up and shitting myself and just a mess. But that was good because to this day, I remember that feeling and I do not want to have it again. So I don't like making treatment too easy. I am not big at all on a lot of the new cupcake treatments. I don't think treatment is all about making sure no one's feelings are hurt and that everybody's comfortable. I am against that. I disagree with that. I think part of getting sober, the effectiveness is human nature in general is we usually don't change something until the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of changing. You know, that is usually a very good rule of thumb with a lot of things in life. When something becomes, oh my God, this is really affecting me, then we change out of necessity, out of adaptation. If somebody is making my use very easy, I'm going to keep using. If I know every time I get arrested, they're going to give me meds to make me feel great and then release me a month later, what is my incentive to stop, in a sense? That's where I come at from this, and that's what I think a little bit. Here's my idea, because I know Suboxone is unbelievably effective for treating opioid addiction and heroin and painkillers and oxy and all that. My idea was, because I like how they give Suboxone to people. I think it's good to introduce them to it and stuff like that in jail. And a lot of guys can't afford it, guys or girls, men and women. So it's paid for there, and then they usually put them on a program so that the day they're released, they can go right to a treatment center and keep getting it. But I think the first 2 weeks, nothing. That would be my idea. So if you get arrested and you're detoxing off heroin, oxy, fentanyl, whatever, in 2 weeks, we'll start you on a program, but not in the beginning. I like that idea. You feel your pain, you know it's going to suck. And then once you get your head clear, we're going to give you something to try to work through it and you know, start a long-term recovery. That's my idea. I know people will get pissed and disagree and say yes, no, maybe, whatever. But, you know, that's what we all got to do is communicate and try to find good ideas and bad ideas and what worked and what didn't work and so on and so forth. All right. Hey, hit that subscribe. Help me get more content out there. I'd really appreciate it. K-Rugs, the Sober Dog, and I'm out. See ya.